Welcome back to Storefront Strategies. There's a lot happening behind the scenes at Box Brand right now, but it's not all visible, kind of like an iceberg. On the surface, things might seem quiet, but underneath, we're making significant progress. This week, I want to take you behind the curtain to talk about how we're keeping things moving, even without a physical storefront, and why personal development is such a key part of running a business. We're currently in a bit of a holding pattern while we wait for the final touches on our new shop space. The painter is scheduled, and once that's complete, we can start bringing our vision to life. In the meantime, we're focusing on keeping the business active, whether that's fulfilling Leavers Hoodies orders, populating our website with products, or reaching out to new customers. It's not the most glamorous work, but it is foundational, and that is what keeps the wheels turning. But this episode isn't just about the business. It's also about the work that goes on behind the scenes in ourselves as entrepreneurs. Running a business isn't just about sales and strategy. It's also about growth, learning, and pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zones. For me, that's meant taking on the challenge of public speaking. After years of working on my confidence, I'm finally at a place where I feel comfortable speaking on camera and hosting this podcast. But public speaking, it's a whole different ballgame. That's why I joined the Elgin Speakers Club, and I'm excited to share some of that journey with you today. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, because this episode is all about finding progress in quiet moments and why working on yourself is just as important as working on your business. At Box Brand, progress isn't always about what you can see. Right now, we're waiting for the painter to come in and put the final touches on our new shop. While it's easy to get impatient, we're making sure that everything else is ready to go from the moment we get the green light. From organising stock to planning the shop layouts, every little bit of preparation adds up. One of the biggest challenges we're facing at the moment is storage. With everything packed up and spread across multiple locations, including my kitchen, my living room, IT Central, even a friend's garage, it's been a bit of a logistical puzzle. Despite the inconvenience, we've set up a temporary production space at IT Central, which allows us to keep fulfilling orders and stay operational, even without a physical shopfront. It's not perfect, but it works for now. On the business front, we're keeping things moving with our Leavers Hoodies orders, which are steadily coming in. Managing these has been a great opportunity to stay connected with schools and build relationships that could pay off in the long term. At the same time, our website is becoming more functional by the day, with Matt working hard behind the scenes to add products and fine-tune the customer experience. Staying visible is another key priority during this transitional phase. Social media has been our lifeline, ensuring our customers know we're still here and ready to serve them. Posting updates, sharing behind-the-scenes glimpses, and keeping our audience informed about the new shop's progress helps maintain excitement and engagement. Of course, it's not always easy to stay motivated when things feel slow. There are days when it's frustrating to feel like we're in limbo, but focusing on the bigger picture and celebrating the small wins, like every new online order or a positive customer comment, keeps us moving forward. Ultimately, this experience is teaching me that progress isn't always flashy. Sometimes it's about patience, persistence, and keeping the momentum going behind the scenes. Public speaking has always been one of those things that feels a little daunting. Actually, absolutely terrifying. Something I've avoided in the past but knew I needed to tackle head on. That's why I joined the Elgin Speakers Club. It's a space where I can practice, learn, and build confidence, all while getting constructive feedback from people who genuinely want to see me improve. Let's be honest, public speaking is a challenge for many people, myself included. And walking into that first meeting felt intimidating, but I reminded myself that confidence isn't something that appears overnight. It's built gradually, one small step at a time. Every speech, every bit of feedback, and every stumble along the way has helped me develop a stronger, more assured voice. This week I delivered my third speech at the club titled A Light for the High Street, focusing on a topic that's deeply personal to me, experiential retail. I wanted to explore why it's so crucial to bring life and energy back into our town centres and how businesses like Box Brand can play a key role in making shopping more than just a transaction. It should be an experience. Throughout preparing and delivering this speech, I learned a few key lessons. Firstly, the importance of presenting ideas with conviction. It's one thing to have a great idea, but if you can't communicate it effectively, it won't resonate with your audience. Secondly, storytelling is powerful. Sharing personal experiences and real-world examples helps people connect emotionally with what you're saying. And finally, it's okay to feel nervous. Those nerves are just a sign that you care about the message you're sharing. Improving my public speaking isn't just about getting up on stage. It's about communicating better in every aspect of my business. Whether it's talking to customers, pitching ideas to potential collaborators, or working with suppliers, being able to articulate ideas with clarity and confidence makes all the difference. It's also about being able to educate and inspire my local community, helping them see the potential of experiential retail in transforming the way that we shop. As I continue this journey, I'm discovering that the skills I'm developing extend far beyond the club's meetings. They shape how I market Box Brand, how I interact with people online and in person, and how I position myself as a leader within my business. With that in mind, I'd love to share my latest speech with you. It's all about experiential retail, why it's important, how it can bring a fresh perspective to the high street, and what we can do as business owners to create a better shopping experience for our customers. So here it is, a light for the high street. Picture this, the centre of London, December 2024. Strings of lights sparkle like 1,000 stars. Flagship stores dressed as if ready for a royal ball. Shoppers pause mid-stride, phones out, capturing the magic. It's not just about buying gifts, it's about experiencing Christmas. Now, contrast that with the reality faced by so many high streets. Dimmed shop windows, dwindling foot traffic, and the ever-looming shadow of online giants. But here's the thing. The magic I just described isn't exclusive to London. With courage and creativity, we can bring that same energy to our own shops, even the smallest of them, and in doing so, help the high street thrive again. Online shopping is convenient, fast, and often cheaper. It's a tough competitor, and let's face it, we're not going to beat it at its own game. But where online fails and where we as shop owners can win is in the realm of human connection. People don't just want products, they want experiences. Take Bond Street, for example. During Christmas, their flagship stores aren't just a place to shop, it's a destination. Window displays become art. In-store events draw crowds, and customers leave feeling like they've been part of something special. And that is experiential retail. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sure, Harrods has millions to spend, and I've got a budget that barely covers the coffee machine. But experiential retail doesn't have to be grand or expensive. It just has to be meaningful. Here's an example. A small bakery in Norwich decided to create a gingerbread workshop during the holidays. Parents came with their kids, rolled dough, sprinkled sugar, and took home their creations. The bakery? They sold out of gingerbread kits, gained new regulars, and became a local sensation. Or a boutique in Bristol that hosts sip and style nights. A glass of bubbly while customers try on outfits with personalised advice. The event itself is free, but the experience, priceless. Experiential retail can be as simple as offering something tangible and memorable. something that online simply can't replicate. We're not just selling products, we're selling memories. Think back to your own childhood. How many of you have fond memories of going to a shop or a market at Christmas? The smell of mulled wine, the carolers in the background, the thrill of picking out something special. For me, it's the sound of the Sally Army brass band gets me every time. Now, imagine if today's children never experienced that. If their holiday memories are nothing but parcels arriving on their doorstep. It's a bleak thought, isn't it? This isn't just about commerce. It's about culture, community, and courage. The courage to try something new, to think differently, to believe that our shops can be more than transactional spaces. They can be transformative spaces. Let's talk data for a moment. Studies show that 76% of consumers would rather spend money on experiences than things. Retailers who embrace experiential strategies see an average of 20% higher sales during the holiday season. Even small changes can have a big impact. A cafe that switches to locally sourced branded mugs saw a 30% increase in sales. People wanted to take home a piece of the experience. It's not about competing with online, it's about doing what online can't. Creating spaces that feel alive, that inspire, and that make customers feel connected. Now, I haven't yet had the chance to see London's Christmas magic in person, though it is firmly on my bucket list. But I've spent enough time studying it, watching how people respond to know this. Experiential retail works. At Box Brand, we're already experimenting with these ideas, even in a small space. We've made mistakes, adjusted, and learned along the way. And I've seen how something as simple as letting customers watch their personalised t-shirt being made turn a transaction into a memory. Running a shop near the bus station was never dull. People often popped in while waiting for their ride, and some of the conversations were priceless. Just after we opened, I overheard a lady say to a friend, "It's a shame our prices are so high." In her opinion, of course. Then there was the gentleman who declared, with great authority, that our shop was clearly for women because we had one pink hoodie on display. I gently pointed out that all our clothes are unisex, but he still seemed a bit unconvinced. And of course, we have the folks who come in with grand ideas for custom apparel. Usually it's something like, "Can you put my dog and a motorbike on a t-shirt?" But without a photo or a graphic. That's why my job gets fun, bringing these wild concepts to life with a little creative flair and a lot of guesswork. Sometimes I have to gently guide the customer when I know there's an element that's wrong. One customer wanted a hoodie with a picture of her friend's classic car on it. She showed me a picture of a Mark I Escort, but what she told me about a friend's car, it was going to be a Mark II. Now, that might not seem like a big deal, but if that vehicle is your pride and joy, then it matters. They managed to pull up a photo of the actual car from the guy's Facebook page. It was a Mark II. But I used this photo, edited it, including changing the number plate to say Stella, because that's the car's name. The customers fairly bounced out of the shop, so happy with what we'd designed between us. And I'm looking forward to a report of what the recipients said when they received their present. It's these quirky moments that remind me why in-person retail is so special. Each interaction is a connection, a memory, and occasionally a good laugh. The truth is, we have everything we need to save the high street. Creativity, passion, and the courage to try. Let's not be the shopkeepers who lament the rise of online shopping. Let's be the ones who lift up our high streets, literally and metaphorically. Imagine if every shop offered just one small experience. A tasting, a workshop, a moment of magic. Imagine the buzz, the foot traffic, the joy. Experiential retail isn't just for London, it's for us, for our communities, for the future. So let's embrace it, let's innovate, and let's make our high streets places people want to be, places people will remember, and right now we have all the time to get planning. As we prepare for the transition back to IT Central, there's a lot to think about. Moving from a dedicated retail space to a more compact environment brings its own set of challenges, but it also presents exciting new opportunities. This shift is allowing us to streamline our operations, refine our processes, and focus on what truly matters, serving our customers both in person and online. Scaling our efforts has become a top priority during this transitional period. While we won't have a physical storefront for a little while, we're making sure that our digital presence picks up the slack. But even as we go digital, we're committed to keeping that personal in-store experience alive. Through all these changes, one key lesson stands out: the importance of staying adaptable. As business owners, it's easy to get attached to our original plans and ideas, but the reality is that things rarely go exactly as we envision. Adaptability isn't just about reacting to challenges, it's about embracing them and finding ways to turn them into opportunities for growth. Another big takeaway is that personal growth directly supports business growth. Overcoming challenges, refining skills, and continuously learning ensures that we stay ahead of the curve, whether it's improving public speaking, learning new marketing strategies, or honing leadership abilities. Investing in yourself is one of the best investments you can make for your business. As we look to the future, I want to encourage you to think about your own personal and professional growth. What skills are you working on? Where can you push yourself to grow, even if it feels a little uncomfortable? These moments of growth often happen during the most challenging times. So whether you're working on your business, your career, or even your confidence, remember that every small step forward adds up. If you're facing changes or uncertainties, embrace them. They might just be leading you to something better. As we wrap up this episode, I want to take a moment to reflect on the key themes we've explored: resilience and personal development. Whether it's navigating the challenges of running a business without a physical space, tackling new opportunities like our website expansion, or working on personal growth through public speaking, each step forward is shaping Box Brand's future. Growth doesn't always come in big, visible moments. Sometimes it's the behind-the-scenes work, the learning curves, and the quiet perseverance that make the biggest difference. I'd love to hear from you. What skills are you working on to improve yourself and your business? Whether it's learning a new tool, refining your customer service approach, or working on your confidence like I am, let's share our journeys and inspire each other. Be sure to check out the free resources linked in the show notes to help you along your business journey. Next week I'll be sharing updates on our website progress, our moving plans, and how we're preparing for an exciting future at our new space. All that to say, I don't actually know what will happen over the next week. Exciting, huh? Well, thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode of Storefront Strategies.